What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another Shell Shock Podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Tanisha T.
I'm here when I'm here, and you know when I'm here.
And today we introduce you to one weird-ass character named Creepy Freddy, and we are doing Season 6 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I love Creepy Freddy,
the 87 cartoon series.
I can't wait till we get up to that episode during this cast to talk about it, because it's one of my favorite.
Yeah, Creepy Eddie. NECA? Can we get a toy?
Oh, they definitely will, because I feel like NECA is just saturating the crap out of the show.
I'm still waiting for Donatelli.
I know, but I hit up NECA and told them to hold off for a long time because you want it so bad.
We need Donatelli.
Donatelli was not in this season. How do you feel about that?
He hasn't been in the season since 3.
I thought he was in 5.
No. They have a new gangster. He got banned from season 2 because he liked to tickle his feet.
He's like, listen, buddy, this is getting a little creepy. And then we got Creepy Eddie who comes in.
Creepy Eddie.
Which I know a Creepy Eddie, so.
His name is Eddie. Hey, he creepy.
Yeah, no, that episode was dope.
Yeah.
See, like, this season helped me out a lot with the NECA toys, because I feel like the last run of NECA toys came from this season.
Yeah, and you started seeing them more.
You know what I mean? Like the little turtle. What's his Kerma?
Yeah. He's with Mondo Gecko.
Yeah, I didn't know who the hell he was.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, was that Mondo Gecko's thing? And then when we watched Mondo Gecko in last season, I'm like, he wasn't in that. Who the fuck is that little turtle? Yeah. And now it's here. You know what I mean? Like, Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. Yeah. I didn't know who the hell they were. Looking, they were never used in any other season.
They were all on the toy lines, though. They were all, like, in the toy line.
Well, you know, I stopped watching the show after a while. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I got into other things. You know what I mean? So, like, Ninja Turtles on Channel 2. Who the hell wanted to turn to Channel 2 to watch the Ninja Turtles?
That's true.
Number 2 was, like, All My Children and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that was Channel 7. It just shows you how my brain works.
So, yeah, we are doing our verdict of Season 6 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Number 2 was, like, People's Court.
1987 cartoon series. We are at Season 6. We have 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 4 more seasons to go. We might do Season 9 and 10 together, seeing that they are very short seasons.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one.
So we'll probably do those together, and that's how we'll finish 87 cartoon. I think after the 87 cartoon, I think we'll just have one shoot-to-shit episode just to run down everything of what we experienced of the 87 cartoon.
Highs and lows.
And this is more of like talk about the toy line, talk about what these cartoons made you feel, things like that.
I mean, the whole basis of the NECA is based off of the show.
Yeah, so NECA has divisions of what they make. They make the movie line, they make the arcade line, they make the comic book line, and they do cartoons.
Okay, so now in retrospect of this real quick.
Yeah.
Season 5 was rough.
Season 5 was rough.
Season 5 was rough for me to get through.
Yeah.
This season, I feel like they stepped it up. You know what I mean? This season was not bad at all.
I think they got more creative with the silliness.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't. There was a couple of things that were repetitive.
Yeah.
A couple of things.
No, then I think that's just a regular general thing.
You know what I mean? It's like that was the things that irritated the crap out of me, because they used that a lot. Yeah. It was like a season where it was like 3 different episodes where, like, oh my god, there's aliens. Like, there's always aliens. And this season, there's only one episode where it was like, there's an alien.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off. I guess we'll go straight to the episodes, and then I kind of want to have a little discussion about Super 7 and their $500 turtle van. So, in the end of the cast, we'll talk about that, because I have a lot to say about it.
Don't drink alcohol
and I'm sadly,
buy it on impulse.
I almost fucking pre-ordered it. I almost did. And then I was like, I do not like the way it looks.
Well, we'll get into that.
Anyway.
To be continued.
All right. Episode 1. We have Planet of the Turtleoids, which you were just talking about the turtle. That's where the planet is from.
Yes, I was looking at the synopsis of it.
And then we also, after clashing with the mutants, Bull and Mole duo, Ground Chuck and Dirtbag, which I just got the figures, and they look pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah. I just didn't know who the hell who they were for me to even buy them for myself.
So before I even had them in, I had the figure, I think, of Ground Chuck for sure, because he looked cool. He looked like a Cowboy Boom Mesa kind of character. But I remember them in Turtles 3 and Manhattan Projects, the NES game. They were villains, they were bosses in that game. The Triceratops weren't, but they were.
Yeah. But this episode, so started. It was good. It was a cool episode, but it bugged me because it was literally like a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
This turtle who flies in this gold skyscraper.
Yeah.
Looks like the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Basically tells the turtles that, we need help on our planet because there's this two-headed dragon
named Herman the Horrible.
Which we better get a figure of that, because I would buy him. I would totally buy. And it should come with the two turtles that actually was him. You know what I mean? Like I really think that. But the whole idea of their whole world is like the Midas stone that turns everything into gold. So they found sort of like the lore of what the ancient Egyptians had. They supposedly had this way of turning metals into gold.
Yeah. The Midas,
you know what I mean? So it's like, I thought that was cool. Their whole world was underneath the dome, but it was all gold. Everything was gold.
I love gold.
But then that's where that little Kerma comes from, and I'm like, now I finally get it.
Now I like this figure.
I'm wondering why Mondo Gecko, which I actually just opened up mine, because me and my niece were hanging out, and she was like, Uncle Tom. Because my toy collection's right there for her, and she walks into my room and she looks around. She's like, "Can we just open up one?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll do you one better. We'll open up two."
Yeah.
So we opened up Muckman.
Muckman's cool too.
Which Muckman was the one that she chose to open up because she thought it looked cool. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna open up Mondo Gecko too. So it was fun, and to actually hold these toys. So now I understand what the hell that little turtle thing was.
It makes you on an itch too. Like they're dope. They're dope figures. Like,
yeah, well, I tell you, I don't have an emotional attachment to these NECAs at all. The only one that I know for a fact that I would never get rid of or ever get rid of, or even open would be the Tokar Razor.
Yeah,
1000%.
I'm very tempted too.
Because
they're just so dope looking, and they look great in the packaging. I'm looking at it right now. They're fucking great in the packaging.
You can't do it unless you get another one.
Yeah.
Don't do it because it's flawless the way it is.
So I'm gonna wait until the Toon ones come out. And I think those are the ones I'll open.
No, I don't think they should be opened up either.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the turtles. I plan to. Like I want to display them and stuff like that. But anyway, we go to episode 2, Rock Around the Block. As part of the latest plan, Krang brings General Trag and the Earth from Dimension X as a distraction for the turtles, while the Krang tries to turn a laser at the ice and free the Technodrome from its prison at the North Pole. Meanwhile, Downtown learns a new fighting move, Wu Wei, where one ninja turns his opposite opponent's attack against him without action.
The Technodrome's always in the worst places.
It gets worse.
I know, it's just like the Technodrome never gets a break.
It gets worse. They get stuck in a volcano. They get like that, and then it gets to a point that Krang is not even there anymore, and Shredder's just has a warehouse.
But we had they brought back those general dudes from Dimension X. You know what I mean? Which I thought was cool.
Yeah,
just a little nod to the old episodes.
Yeah,
and, I wasn't really the biggest fan of this episode. It was kind of just whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It kind of reminded me of the kind of gave me probably like a glance of the first season and when they started. Like that.
I felt like they were going with the Bruce Lee kind of thing of that less is more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You let your opponent basically psych themselves out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Exactly. Episode 3, which straight up on this picture, he looks straight up like a putty on a stone.
He actually looks like Scarecrow in the animated series Batman, just with a fat fucking body.
Krang's robot body goes out of control because Bebop and Rocksteady lose the rights to write machine chip. Michelangelo won't stop playing a video game, much to the other turtles' annoyance.
This is when video games actually prevail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like being avid in the video game world is what saved the day. Mm-hmm. Which I thought was cool.
It was a fun episode.
Just leave it up to Bebop and Rocksteady to... Don't ask them to do anything.
Don't ask them to do anything. Just have them there to fight and take bullets.
Because all they have to do is say, hey, I broke the chip.
No.
But instead, they try to cover up their tracks and then put in a video game chip, which just so happens to fit perfectly, might I add. It was
same chip.
So dumb.
It's like floppy disk. It's all the same.
Oh, I love this next episode.
Super Irma.
I love it. I just love Irma.
Yeah.
I love Irma
gets
to death.
super magnetic powers and starts to fight crime. She decides to stop Crane's plans when her powers wear off and the turtles foil Crane to rescue Irma.
She single-handedly breaks into the Technodrome,
yeah.
bro. I think that was so cool. She's
cool.
For a girl that was so scared of everything, that can't get any man, that can't get nothing, all of a sudden it has a little hint of power. It just shows you where it took her.
This is the character. This is the figure I want.
I want her to.
I want a super.
I mean, if I was a cartoon, I'd take down Irma. Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not, though. Maybe I should make a cartoon version.
Episode 5, Adventures of the Turtle Sitting. This is when the turtles got shrunk into kids, and it was Michelangelo and April were trying to take care of these kids.
There is always episodes like this, though.
It was
fun.
What
I mean? It was cool, and then I was thinking to myself that they should have a NECA toy line of the little kid turtles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, as I'm watching these, I'm just thinking of the NECA potential.
Of my money being wasted. That's,
specifically your money. And me picking it up for you.
The sword of Yukusawa. A mystery ninja steals the powerful sword that belongs to his old ninja master in order to test the turtles' ninja spirits.
This is the episode where I feel like Splinter finally kind of redeems himself. Yeah. Because, like, I didn't know it was him.
Mm-hmm.
At all. And then when it turned out to be like, you motherfucker, bro. Like, you came out here to teach us a lesson, and then it's like you're face to face with Shredder again. He's like, no, Turtles, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, motherfucker, bro, you could have helped us out 1,000,000 times before.
He don't do that. That's why he trains the turtles.
And it's funny because watching it, looking at the picture of him in the suit as like a ninja, it's like, why didn't I guess that it was him?
I knew it was him.
I didn't know at all until he unmasked himself, and I was wowed. I was like, "No, tell me it was fucking Splinter the whole time, you piece of shit."
He did his job.
He did his job.
The episode did its job. Return of the Turtleroids is episode 7. A friend of the turtles, Karma, is hunted down by a destroyer because of the glitch in its sensors.
He's like, I have a little problem.
Yeah, the destroyer was supposed to hunt down a space pirate named Irma, but the glitch made it hunt down.
So watching this episode, I was thinking, I was kind of hoping that Karma was a bad guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like the whole time he was like fooling them.
Yeah,
and like he used the turtles to stop that, but he really was the bad guy.
Wasn't the second episode we got the first introduction of Chrome Dome?
I don't know. Where are we at right now? We're at 6,
episode 8.
5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, I think Chrome Dome, because Chrome Dome's what he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the robot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the first time, and then once again, I was like, when I saw the NECA toy, I'm like, I vaguely remembered Chrome Dome, but at the same time, not.
And so in the figure line, because he was a regular size figure, he wasn't like a big figure, but he was like metallic.
Okay.
Anyway. Episode 8, Shriek's Revenge. A vain galactic outlaw named Shriek is after her power ring that Krang took from her. The problem is April has it now.
April O'Neil always gets herself in some stupid shit. But the funniest part of this episode was like, Krang's like, he's so mad that she accused him of stealing the ring. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, but did you steal it? He's like, of course I did. I just don't like to be accused that I stole it. I was laughing my ass off when I was like, that's just a typical, answer. He's like, I did steal it, but I don't want to be accused of stealing it.
At least give me the benefit of the doubt, like, and I'll tell you.
I'm innocent until proven guilty. Exactly. You know what I mean? Even though he is guilty. I mean, it was just an episode. It was nothing really special about it. Hey, April has a ring. She hits up the turtles. Thanks for the present. Like, it's not. Yeah. And then Shredder tries to get it. I can take over the world. Yep. Why doesn't Shredder just attack someplace else? Go on the other side of the planet.
Go to, like, California. Well, he tried Florida, and the frogs beat him up.
Stay out of America.
He tried Florida, and got beat up by the frogs. He could have
easily went to another side. The turtles would have never gotten there.
Maybe Japan.
He can't go to Japan. The police are after him.
Yeah, exactly.
His brother.
Well, he has all this technology. You can't get away from the
Shredder
police.
Is dumb.
Cops. They don't even use guns.
As much as we thought he was superior as a villain as a kid, he's dumb.
That is true.
He is dumb as Bebop and Rocksteady. He just is more articulate.
Okay.
Because what does he really do? You don't see him fight. He doesn't do shit.
Nah, he got lazy throughout his years. He fought in the first 2 seasons, and then he just
Oh, he fought Splinter in this. Yeah. He's like,
that was it. And that was it. He was like, "Ow, my leg hurt now. I'm out for the rest of the week." Too Hot to Handle is episode 9.
Such a cliche Ninja Turtles episode. Shit that we've seen a million times over again. I thought it was funny, but it's Vern's nephew.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, he'll be impressed that I know the Turtles." And then he flips around the Turtles. He's like, "No, I think that the Turtles would be impressed that you know me."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was the reason why the Earth was going towards the sun and was melting and everything was boiling up. It was just one of those catastrophic events that are going to happen, and the Turtles have the capability to stop it.
Yeah.
In all reality, the Turtles wouldn't be able to do shit. I'm sorry.
Episode 10, I think, is probably our favorite episode.
One of the best episodes ever.
Nightmare in the Lair. Donatello's newest invention, the Dreamo-Vision helmet, causes Michelangelo Leonardo to be stuck in a nightmare
fucking
world,
epic.
And the lair is being terrorized by creepy Eddie.
This is literally just Nightmare on Elm Street in the turtle world,
yeah.
And it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's an awesome episode.
And NECA, we need a creepy Eddie. We want
hell yeah, definitely. I want a tattoo of him.
We want legs so cool. And no legs.
I want a tattoo of him somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere.
Creepy Eddie.
But so I want to dive into the episode a little bit. Donatello makes a machine,
Dreamo-Vision, yes.
where you can literally turn your world into an alternate thing, and you control it by your thought.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how it brings everybody else around, because everybody's like, "Oh my god, it was so realistic." But you're not wearing the fucking headset.
Yeah.
How the hell? So I didn't understand that. But he was an interdimensional being that was waiting for somebody to tap into that. So he's Freddy Krueger waiting idly for somebody to make something to cross over, so he can cross over and leave them in that world while he tries to take over this world. And it is awesome,
and
bro.
just his look, and honestly, you'll see it on our cover art, is pretty much, you cannot deny that it's not Freddy Krueger.
And if I was New Line Cinema, I would have sued the shit out of them.
No, they can't. Reason why? He doesn't have the claw.
But it's proper. It's identity property. That is a dead giveaway that he is Freddy Krueger.
Well, New Line Cinemas did the first Ninja Turtle movie, so I think.
Well, I guess that would work. Yeah. And Ninja Turtles is already out at this time, the movie. So you're right. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and because even the Nightmare,
that was a good call right there. Just put me right in my place. New Line did do Ninja Turtles the movie. They probably and the second movie at this time.
What's funny also is a lot of the times, especially when they do a spoof, they appreciate it more than they.
This was,
if it's done well.
This to me is one of the best episodes, top 10 best episodes that we've seen so far.
Yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun.
I loved it.
I want a NECA figure of Creepy
Oh my
Eddie.
god, this episode pissed me the fuck off.
Phantoms of the Sewer.
Oh my god.
Turtles help a man with a disfigured face that was actually dried paint. Stop a bank robbery, and it's like Care Bear. Animal characters.
This is like that Wally's Wonderland.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah.
Wally's Wonderland. Yeah. So,
you ever watched the show back in the day called what is it called? It was these animals with these T-shirts. It used to show on Cartoon Network.
I don't know. I got a lot of.
It was a kids show.
I got a lot of data in my head.
But this was also like
the Care Bears.
It reminded me of Care Bears, but it also reminded me of that, and I forgot the name.
And believe it or not, I don't recall the Care Bears that much.
I remember it because I liked the movie when I was a kid.
Well, I remember them.
The Care Bears thing.
You know what I mean? It's like the raisins, the California raisins. What the fuck did they really do? But you remember the California raisins. Yeah. You know what I mean? Didn't they have a show?
No, they were commercial.
All right, so
they had a cartoon.
Pissed me off about this episode is the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
So he was the Phantom for years, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a day or two. He was fucking a Phantom for years.
Yeah.
So they think he's the bad guy. He's not the bad guy. And then he's like, I'm disfigured, so I'm just gonna keep being the Phantom. And it's like, what happened? It's like, I don't know. The shit.
That's what it reminded me of. Short Tales. It was a cartoon. It was on Cartoon Network like years ago.
So. He's like, yeah, I got burst in the face and I just put the mask on and never. And then Donatello's like, it's paint.
Yeah.
Like, you wasted. And then he washes it off and then he's like, I'm back to being normal again. You what? I was watching him with Reynoso.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Reynoso. Me and him were dying laughing like, what the fuck? You tell me you didn't wash your face in years?
Yeah. You know what's funny is the
and then he just went back and was like, yes, I could go back to my normal life again. You fuck, what the fuck?
Sometimes I like the look of the turtles' faces when they discover these things, and the turtles are just like,
what the fuck is wrong with you? That's real mental illness right there.
Yeah.
Like, you accepted that fate. You never washed your face once.
Yeah. He
in
got the
years.
doo-doo on him. That was Yamato's origin. Just didn't wash his face.
And Donatello, it took him 1 second to realize, bro, it's paint on your face. The fuck is wrong? Oh my god, man, it pissed me off so much. It really, really did.
Episode 12, Donatello trashes Slash.
I actually like this episode.
Donatello goes to the store and finds Slash, who was dim-witted but now very smart.
I liked it because it gave a little fresh. Because my memory when we first watched Slash, I didn't remember him being dumb.
He was dumb. He was like Bizarro.
I understand that, but when we first were diving into it, I didn't recall it as a kid.
Yeah.
Of him being, and I remember just Slash really more from the video game
and the toy, because he looked fucking vicious.
Exactly. So I never really recalled him in the show. I didn't have a conscious memory.
I never liked his design in the cartoon. Then again, it kind of looks like a Frankenstein kind of thing.
Well, that's
like
what he is.
Monster. Yeah.
They even acknowledged it in this episode.
Yeah.
I forget what they called him, but you know what I mean. It's just they didn't have to make him dumb again. He's smart enough to be like, all right, I don't need to be bad. You know what I mean? He could have done that way.
We got the next one is Leonardo's missing. Leonardo gets lost following a distress signal while Krang vents a hyper thrust. Krang tries to blow the Earth off its axis and melt the ice off. He's still trying to get the ice off the Technodrome, and is not at the bottom of the sea, but in the North Pole.
And now this is another thing with NECA.
Yeah.
That I didn't know who the characters were because they have figures of them, right?
These no.
I thought I saw them.
No, it's the Triceratons.
Oh yeah.
It's not
right.
these.
You're right. I guarantee we're gonna get a NECA toy of these.
Probably. But these were like this was like another alien kind of characters invasion and whatnot.
Yeah, stupid.
Episode 14, Snakes Alive. The turtles try to solve a missing snake mystery, but Leonardo's afraid of snakes.
I completely agree with him 1,000%. I understand his phobia because I'm the same exact way.
A scientist who had a snake venom lab accidentally turned himself into a snake in Smitty Swamp.
So basically, he's like
Lizard.
He's like the Rat King as a lizard.
He's the lizard
as a snake, but he's like he has the voice of the Rat King. The Rat King did his voice, which is probably somebody else that does a million voices in this. Yeah. But you know he can control snakes, so the snakes are doing his bidding. The turtles get caught. This is so dumb to me.
Yeah.
The turtles get caught in this clear container.
Yeah.
And Leonardo comes back to save the day, and he's like, "Bro, why didn't you just open up the door?" Like, there was a door there the whole time that they never even tried to open.
Yeah. Sometimes they're dumb.
And then the snakes turned on him.
Yeah.
At the end, when they turned him back to being human.
Yeah.
And the snakes turned on him.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Like, yo, maybe they didn't want to be controlled, motherfucker.
Yeah. Episode 15, Polly Want a Pizza. Michelangelo buys a parrot, named him Ditto. I thought the bird really belongs to a criminal who is after a rare key around Ditto's neck. Because of Goobly Ruby, the gem the thief stole, is in a vault that only the key can open. This is another one where it has to deal with the gangsters and stuff like that. And
stupid episode.
Yeah.
As now we're going at the tail end of the season, they just like screw it. We're just gonna finish this shit up real quick. Exactly. But then again, we were talking about this before we started the cast.
Yeah.
Back in these days, I don't think
there's no narrative.
Yeah, I don't think they did it in seasons.
Yeah, they probably just threw a bunch.
So it's not like the finale of the Ninja Turtles season finale.
So I think, especially this was like 1992. During this time, and no, not during this time, because 1992, that's when they were still on Channel 2, so they showed every weekend. But before that, it was on Channel 11, and it showed every day.
Yeah.
It was new episodes every 5 days a week. So that's the reason why we had such a long ass 2 seasons. And then they spread them out for a year. They spread those out for a year.
Because I don't think you buy box sets like season 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but nowadays,
season 1 was 5 episodes.
No, but back in the day, the first VHS is only 2 episodes.
Oh, man, I love those VHS. Yeah. Man, like, the covers of them still today.
Yeah. There were only 2 episodes, though. So, yeah. So, episode 16 is Mr. Nice Guy. Donatello personality.
I actually like this episode.
Elenator turns Raph to nice to fight. Too nice to fight, and mad scientist uses it to turn every police to nice, so his robots can steal money and jewels. Makes sense.
It's just he kept saying the personality accelerator. Like they said it a million times in a row. That made me want to throw my tablet up against the wall.
But it was a funny episode.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad episode. I enjoyed it. It's good to see Raphael as a goody and everybody not accept him. Like they all, but then again in the show he's not overly an asshole as he is.
He's a wisecrack. He's a wise ass.
But they don't pick on him like they do in the movies where he has a real attitude problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He has anger issues.
Exactly. He has like you say, anger issues. But in this, they're like, oh, whatever. Yep. You know what I mean? Because he's not really an asshole. He's a mixture of all of them together. Exactly. You know what I mean?
And then our final episode was episode 17, Sleuth on the Loose. April's aunt helps the turtles stop a mad scientist from building a doomsday device.
Stupid episode. Filler at the end.
Yeah. They just wanted to end it, I guess. And that's why
I think Prime just made it this.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, like, it was a more entertaining season that we had before, so it was a bit more fun.
It was the best one since 3.
And then we got Creepy Eddie, which was great.
Oh, yeah. That episode is the best. So, highlight of this season.
Out of 1 to 5, what you rate this season?
I don't know. 3. 3.5.
I give it a 3.5. 3.5.
I mean, I don't know where to go on a level of scale because what's great?
Yeah.
Have we ever had a 5 season?
First one.
First one was 5 episodes.
And it was great.
It was great. Well, season 2 was like a 5 because it had all the memorable episodes from me as a kid.
That, and then also it had like continuation.
And like 3 was like,
Yeah.
And then 5 sucked. I'm sorry, 5 was horrible.
And 4 wasn't that good either.
Yeah, but this season was a step up.
Yeah.
From what we've had.
Exactly. So, better season. So next up for the next cast, we'll be doing season 7. Season 7 has 27 episodes. This is probably one of the bigger seasons compared to the next couple, because I think season 8 is 8 episodes.
One thing that I did realize with this season is that, and I mentioned this to you before the cast, it was probably the most consistent with the voices and animation.
Yes.
I think that's what made it better for me in a certain way. Because certain episodes back in the day where Shredder would have a different voice would piss me off. It's not James Avery.
Yeah, exactly.
James Avery is Shredder.
We watched this for Uncle Phil.
Exactly. R.I.P. Right. James Avery. But, all the turtles had their voices.
Yeah.
It was never like somebody wasn't there for work one day. Like, I called out sick.
Because it was also a lot, like Leonardo had a voice change here and there.
Donatello had a voice. Raphael had a voice. I think Michelangelo was probably the most consistent.
Yeah, he was the most consistent.
Shredder was always out of it sometimes, and Krang was out of it. I
think what they did good here is that Shredder was not in every episode. I think Shredder was spread out pretty decently.
I think he was in like 5 episodes.
And he was spread out pretty well, so he didn't have to be on every episode, which was great. And that actually introduced new mutants. I like the designs of some of the new mutants. We got these two too. The Batnut, the Screw Loose, and the Mosquito Kid.
Yeah.
We got those in the season.
I'm just happy that we didn't really have crazy reoccurring.
Yeah.
Because I'm so tired of. I'm sorry, but the frogs, I can live without the frogs now. You know what I mean? I can live without them. I can live without that little kid trying to be the 5th Ninja Turtle. Yeah. I can live without him now. We've exhausted that.
So, what we're probably going to do, and what we will do, and then we could go right into season 2003 series. Is it no? It would be Next Mutation. Would be next.
Yes, I know you're thrilled about that one. But it's to me, it's going to be a change of pace because I only watched like the first couple episodes.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is season 7 we'll record next month, and that'll be our cast for one thing. Seeing that season 8, 9, and 10 are only 8 episodes each.
Yeah, we'll just do it all in one shot.
I think we do all in one shot.
So we can do next 2 months, and then we can finally get out. Because yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. It was fun in the beginning. It's becoming a chore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hate to say that. Yeah. It upsets me to say that because in no way, shape, or form do I want this to be a chore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it sucks, it sucks.
Yep.
A rock is a rock. You feel me?
Yeah.
A rock is not anything else but a rock. If it sucks, it fucking sucks.
Yeah. So.
And it's good here and there, but I've exhausted myself with the 1988. I'm just happy that we will be coming to an end.
Yeah,
so I can say that I finally, my childhood, me as a kid, can finally say I watched every single episode.
I'm trying to see. Oh, we got the Batman episode in the next season.
I didn't even know there was. Oh yeah. I remember him.
So I'm trying to I'm just looking through it real fast and trying to see where they changed the theme song very soon, and I think that maybe be part of season 8 where they changed the theme song, and it goes Teenage Mutant Ninja. It goes more, and it shows like clips of the movie and whatnot. But anyway, so now next season we'll be doing season 7. That's 27 episodes. After that, 8, 9, and 10 will be done all together, and that'll be our finale of the 87 cartoon.
Wash this off of me.
Yes, and that's how we're gonna do it from there. Last but not least, Super 7 decided to come out with the toy line. So what Super 7 is doing different from NECA is Super 7 is doing remastered versions of the original toy line. So all the silly, crazy characters you had in the original toy line, they're remaking them in a bigger scale, and they look bigger, they look more detailed and things like that. So if you look at the Rocksteady looks fucking badass. So they just teased Turtle Van that's coming out the end of next year, which is going for $450, $500 on Big Bad Toys, and you have to leave a $125 deposit. I was very tempted to get it just because it's the Turtle Van and things like that. Then I realized how big it is. It's 20 by 13.
So it's a foot and a quarter. It's going to take up space. Well, 20 inches, so this is 12 inches.
Yeah.
So it's basically almost 2 feet long.
So if you think about how big the turtles of the Super 7 are, they're pretty big. So they're supposed to fit perfectly in there. And I was like, damn, that shit's huge.
Because you showed me the picture. It's April O'Neil sitting in the seat.
And I saw more pictures. Honestly, I'll show you it while we're on cast, so then you actually can check it out. So they actually kind of show the scale of the turtles with it, and so they showed the scale of the turtles.
But it doesn't even look that good. I'll be honest with you.
I don't like the way it looks.
I like the front. The front
looks cool. But the rest of it is nothing really special.
Yeah, the front looks dope.
Yeah.
The side, I'd rather get the old school original one.
Which is right there.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like a remake of that particular Turtle Van. It has a big scale. The thing that they did was be detailed the inside to make it look like an actual cartoon. You have everyone else driving. You see the turtles actually working on it, and the turtles.
I like the interactiveness of it, but bro, it's gonna take up so much space.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. Like I would have loved it.
Is Loki gonna hop in it?
I think she could fit in it.
Doom would probably hop in it.
See, like the thing is, I would have liked it for like display purposes, just because the way it looks and whatnot. But then it's
you
also
have to build a shelf right here.
Yeah, $450. That's too much for me. But if you're interested, I think the pre-orders stop next week. So if you're interested in it, super7.com, bigbadtoys.com, or entertainmentearth.com.
I have no interest whatsoever. I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong. If you're like a collector of Ninja Turtles, I'm not.
Yeah.
I would like to be, but Lightning Collection Power Rangers has already taken up my time and my money. So.
I have too much things taking.
And I'm so upset because there's some things now that I can't even get because it's so far out of reach with price.
Yeah.
It's irritating the crap out of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything is going up now.
Yeah, because they're harder to get, like the Psycho Rangers.
Oh, bro, they're like $300 now.
Yeah.
Man. It's horrible.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, but yeah, Super 7 has the Turtle Van, $450 if you want it. If not, try your best to find it in Walmart. You can probably get it for like $40-$50 on eBay.
Listen, I'm one of the first people that go into Walmart.
Yeah.
And I've never seen a single. I saw the remake of the Turtles.
Yeah.
Which is like $30.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I continue to look. But I also found out that Walmart has been dealing with a lot of people inside the organization actually holding stuff and hiding stuff for people, which gets me irritated because that's not the way this game works. I am one of the people who go to Targets every single day of my life, and I pick up things for everybody. You know what I mean? I don't ask for anything in return. It's just the appreciation and the look. It's like it's like Christmas for people. You know what I mean? So that's why I do it. So the Turtle Van I'll probably never see.
Yeah, I got one. I got my hands on one. I'm trying to get another one. I probably got on eBay because I see someone actually has it for like $50.
Which isn't bad.
So
it's like $40 in the store.
I want to get one for my nephew in Texas. So I think he will enjoy
I still look
and
I still try, but I can't find it.
But I got one, and I'm very happy with it. I'm going to try to use that as a display piece, and that's where it gives me the excuse to open up my Turtles.
I got your Elvira that you need.
Yeah, shout out to my sister. That's going to be her Christmas gift. Good. She loves Elvira.
I'm happy.
So, updates to my NECA collection. I got a bunch. I got the Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. I got the Thank You to You. I got Napoleon and Antoinette.
Well, those ones frogs. Nobody buys them because nobody knows who the hell they are.
Yeah.
They're still on the shelves right now.
It's funny because
all the turtles, all the frogs, you can get all the frogs still right now.
Yeah, all the frogs all look the same. They're not different. I think they're lighter shade of green.
Like different shirts, right?
And different shirts. Other than that, and they have the different faces. I like the money bag they have.
Muckman is still there all day. Mondo Gecko is there all day long.
With the single ones,
Chrome Dome, he's there all day.
You know which one I'm looking for that I have not seen, and I haven't seen no one selling it pretty decently, is the Super Foot Soldier with the brain.
Yeah.
I've been looking for that one.
The one that was advanced, I remember.
Yeah, so they have that one as a single figure. I've been looking for that one. Other than that, I haven't been like keen to getting of them. I have a shit ton of them pre-ordered on NECA.
I saw Bebop and Rocksteady appear back on shelves again. So that was seeing that they were bringing it back out.
If you happen to see it, grab me one.
Another Bebop and Rocksteady so you can open it up?
Yeah.
All right, so by me opening up Mondo Gecko and Muckman, these figures are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
I can put Mondo Gecko through a window. I promise you, it will shatter that thing. Yeah. It's heavy.
Yeah.
It doesn't move around too much because it's Mondo Gecko. It's just this big ass swamp thing looking thing. But I'm not Mondo Gecko. I mean Muckman.
Yeah.
But me and my niece were having fun with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the problem is the little guy that's on his shoulder.
Yeah.
There's places to put his feet.
Yeah.
But they don't fit well. He slides off, so you got to maneuver it.
Yeah.
You might have to glue him on.
I think it's because it's made for like display purposes only. It's not like.
But but there's like a little latch in the back of him that you're supposed to put his foot in, but it just slides right out. It's like it wasn't done right.
Yeah. They always have issues with certain things like that. Like sometimes the hands are too small or they don't grip the fucking.
That was my first NECA toys that I actually opened and played with, and I was very thrilled with
the only ones.
Bro, they are the cartoon Hot Toys, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they really are.
No, they do.
Hot Toys you can't play with. They're statues. They're figures. You know what I mean? These are toys.
The only ones I opened with those the movie ones that I have displayed. And those are the ones I actually really opened. The other ones I have not opened at all, so they're still there. And then the Super 7 ones I should be getting soon too. So those are the bane of my existence.
I feel like now NECA, when it comes to the cartoon, I feel like they're gonna start running out. They're gonna have to really come up with new ideas.
You see some of the really the silly shit that's on here that they could possibly do.
Like they must have really had to sit there and watch. I feel bad for them because they must have done what we are doing right now. And have to go through every season. But the fact that for you, they don't have a Don Tutelli.
I want Don Tutelli. I 100% want Donatelli. Like, I really want that character.
I'm gonna get you two.
I say this to everyone, and everyone's like, "Who's Donatelli?" I told them the legend of Donatelli.
He's a gangster who tickles people's feet with feathers.
Yeah, exactly. I want him with the big ass feather too. When
I think of him as a person, I think of the original Batman movie with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
With when Joker stabbed him in the neck.
Yeah.
Picture him, but it wasn't even him. It was the Joker's feather.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's that fat guy if he had that feather. That's just the image that I see in my head.
Yeah, Donatelli. As we see, Creepy Eddie. We kind of want Creepy Eddie as a figure.
Creepy Eddie would be dope. I want the dragon, the double-headed dragon. I'll take him.
That would be cool too. We've seen a lot of
Super
characters. Super Irma. This is definitely, they are doing the news people, so I missed that pre-order, and that's something I'm really pissed I missed. Was the news people? It was Vernon, the boss, Irma, and Cat April. I missed those, and honestly, am I angry about it? Not really.
It's just a markup value afterwards.
Yeah,
like the resale.
Exactly.
Like look at April O'Neil. Like hers is like $100.
It's ridiculous, and it comes with a broken foot soldier. And same thing with Casey Jones. It comes with a broken foot soldier.
They're $100. Don't get me wrong. We can go into Time Warp right now in Long Island. Shouts out to Time Warp. I was just there the other day, and it's the second time I walked in and didn't buy shit because it's overwhelmingly dramatic. And like I walked through there, and I was like, all right, I'm good. Then my heart starts racing. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of this store.
Yeah.
It's really overwhelming. And they just opened up Retro Relics next to it. Which is a flea market of all this stuff. Yeah. Which is awesome. I spent 3 hours in there alone. And I started becoming cool with the people who work there. Yeah. So when I go back in, and that's where I found your Hot Wheels turtle van. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Love it. All right, so I guess we're gonna start wrapping this up because we got a Ghostbusters Afterlife movie to come. Go watch.
We should do a cast on that.
Yeah, we do. All right, so. This is Ahh Shell Shock Podcast. This is our review of Season 6 of Turtles. Again, we'll be back for Season 7. We'll do that in one cast, and then Season 8, 9, and 10 will be all together. So that's how it's going to be the next 2 months.
Sounds good to me.
Follow us. Easiest way to listen to this podcast is on Spotify. If you have Spotify, follow us on Red Cycle Inc. You can get all our podcasts. We have weekly The Wrestling Babble and Guest Badass Red podcast. And then we also got the monthly. We got Not a Trekkie, Ahh Shell Shock, the Game of Rage podcast, and the Morphin Cast. Check those all out. They all have new episodes this month, so check all those out. We did SPD. We did Season 5 of Turtles. We did Mandalorian Season 2. And we did the Game of Rage sports games. EA Sports is in the game. Follow all those. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark with the Mic. Follow... Red Cycle Inc. as well as on Twitter, Tumblr, SoundCloud, YouTube, and WordPress. All Red Cyclone Inc. Shout outs to Mike, our producer. He makes these podcasts sound all pretty.
Shouts out to you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Yep. And shout out and follow Tenacious T.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Tenacious T RC Inc. Follow me on my own personal Instagram page at tots_guwap. My new name. It's inside joke. Yeah. But, always a shouts out to Game On, retro video game store based out on 3 locations now, which I'm so happy to announce that because in our last month's cast, it was in the works, and now it is officially done. Now you can go in 3 separate locations, one in Patchogue, one in Smithtown, and then the holy mecca of retro video game, which is in Miller Place. Shouts out to Tristan. The fact that we are still playing and it's still like a fan thing that retro video games are here and they are here to stay. Let's keep that further along. Keep it going. The youth needs to know where video games came from. Yep. It's not all about Fortnite. You got to see where it's from. You know what I mean? Call of Duty, I get it. Yep. Shouts out to them. Always a pleasure. Love you guys.
Yeah. Okay. All together.
I also have another podcast further expanding the Red Cyclone Inc. brand, which is going to be called Popcorny, that I'm going to be doing with one of my friends, Jeremy, a.k.a. J. Paul. We're going to dive down into the Batman animated series, Spider-Man animated series, X-Men animated series, into the movies, into the comics. The cast is going to be called Popcorny. We're probably going to do a trial run next month. Going to see where it goes, and hopefully that spans out into something nice to further along this Red Cyclone Ink brand. Mm-hmm. I appreciate everybody who likes, shares, and comments on everything. You guys are the reason why we do it.
All right. Peace out, laters, and always remember, fuck Zordon.
Yeah, fuck Zordon.
We don't like him. And I guess Spencer until.
Well, he redeemed himself once.
Yeah, he was good this season. So.
But it was like, how many episodes was he in this season?
He was not a lot.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Thankfully, like I'm sorry because I'm tired of seeing him do nothing.
Yep.
And I will always remember the episode when he became a man.
Yep.
And he didn't want to work. He didn't want to do nothing. Like, bro, you got some serious mental health issues.
Yep.
And what's wrong with your feet? Why do you always bandage your feet up? Remember that video that I sent you of the rat running through the street?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, Pet Skeet's still alive?
Yeah.
That looked like in the movie, the Ninja Turtles, the latest movies.
Yeah.
It looked like Splinter when he grew.
Yeah.
Because his back was hunched and shit. Like, I just... Yeah, there's a video of a rat that's fearless.
Yeah.
Running through in between people's legs in the city. It's hilarious. If you guys can find it, look that up. Because that reminds me of Splinter because that's all he's used. That's all he's good for.